Good morning, candidates. Today is 6th July 2025. What are the primary responsibilities of credit officer? The primary responsibilities include evaluating loan applications, conducting credit assessments, managing risk, ensuring compliance with lending policies, and maintaining the quality of the credit portfolio. Explain the 5 C's of credit analysis. The 5 C's are character, capacity, capital, collateral, and conditions. How do you assess creditworthiness of a corporate borrower? By analyzing financial statements, history, industry trends, management quality, debt service capacity, and external credit ratings. Then, what is the difference between loans and advances? Loans are generally for a fixed term and repaid in installments, while advances are short term funds provided for working capital needs repayable on demand. Then, what is the r- idea ideal debt equity ratio? 2 is to 1. It may differ depending on industry and the company and the risk profile. What is working capital? How it is calculated? It is the difference between current assets and current liabilities, indicating liquidity available for day-to-day operations. Define NPA. What are its types? NPA, non-performing asset, is a loan where interest on principal is overdue for 90 days and above. Types include substandard, doubtful, and loss assets. What are Basel norms? Why are they important? Basel norms are international banking regulations that set minimum capital requirements to manage credit market and operational risk, ensuring financial stability. Then, how do you analyze a balance sheet for credit appraisal? By examining assets, liabilities, equity, liquidity ratios, leverage ratios, and trends over time to assess financial health. Then, what is the current ratio? What does it indicate? Current ratio is equal to current asset by current liabilities. It measures short term liquidity. An ideal ratio is around 2 is to 1. It depends. In some banks, they say 1.33 or 1.55, like that. Explain, explain the concept of credit risk. Concept of credit risk. Credit risk is the possibility of a borrower defaulting on repayment, leading to financial loss for the lender. Number 12, what is the difference between primary and collateral security? Primary security is the asset financed by the bank, while collateral is additional security provided to cover the loan in case of default. What is credit rating? How does it impact lending? A credit rating, uh, a credit rating assesses borrower's credit worthiness and impacts interest rates, loan eligibility, and risk assessment. Then, what is DSCR? How it is calculated? DSCR is equal to net operating income divided by total debt service. It measures the borrower's ability to service debt. What are the RBI guidelines for personal loans? RBI requires due diligence, KYC compliance, fair practices, and adherence to interest rate and recovery norms. Number 16. What is the difference between term loan and working capital loan? Term loans are for fixed assets and repaid over time. Working capital loans are for short-term operational needs and are usually revolving. What is capital budgeting? Name common techniques. Capital budgeting is the process of evaluating a long-term investment Techniques include NPV, IRR, payback period, and profitability index. Number 18, how do you mitigate credit risk? By thorough credit appraisal, obtaining adequate collateral, monitoring accounts, and diversifying the loan portfolio. What is the significance of CIBIL score in retail lending? CIBIL score reflects the credit history and repayment behavior, influencing loan approval and interest rates. What is the difference between gross and net NPA? Gross NPA is the total value of NPAs, while net NPA is the gross NPA minus provisions made for bad loans. Thank you so much. I have given you first 20 questions. When somebody else comes, I will ask them to read the balance 21 to 100. Thank you so much. Best wishes. If you want to join, say, mock interview guidance for Punjab National Bank or Central Bank of India, please GPay rupees 610 to number 9003037557 and send screenshot to me. I will send you materials for, I think, next 2 3 days. We may have class from 7 to 8. Today there is no class. Tomorrow there may be a class tomorrow and day after tomorrow. I'm not sure. 1 minute. Day after tomorrow is 7 8 7 7 7 7. We have a class from 7 o'clock to 7:40. Then 8th as it is there is class. 9th also as it is there is class. From 10th there is no class because lot of interview candidates are there for conducting mock interview. So during that time the interviews will be conducted. Those who are paying the money, they can observe the mock interview of other candidates. Thank you. Interview I will conduct in English and Hindi. Thank you. Best wishes. Bye.